Hello, guys. Today, I want to talk about something I have been discussing with a few people online and on the phone for a while. We asked the question, I asked the question actually, can Nigerian politics deliver economic development for Nigeria and Nigerians? You know, we have we've been talking about this for some weeks now. Okay. And my view is that it can, if it focuses on its primary role. And what are its primary roles? Mainly protection, security, making sure your rights and mine are upheld, and creating the environment that allows you and I to actually engage in economic activities. See, if you have been listening to watching my videos, you will know that I believe in the free market capitalism. I do, because it works. Anyway, let's leave this for another time. I've talked about this in many videos, so let's leave this. You see, when I say if a government focuses on its roles, because our government in Nigeria in particular and all through Africa have not focused on its roles, on these few roles. It has attempted to do everything. And when it does that, it doesn't achieve much. You see, Nigeria and every other African country need one thing for economic development. We need an environment that is energized for entrepreneurship. I say energized for entrepreneurship. That means the environment should make it easy for people to start businesses. Limited regulations, reasonable labor laws, low taxes, and the enforcement of contracts. You see, most of our countries make it extremely difficult for people to start businesses and to run businesses. And for me, that has been a major issue why we are struggling to develop our economies. Because the truth of the matter is this: government, the people in government know very little about running businesses, about creating businesses. Yeah, that's the truth. The people in government. Nowadays, we now have more business people getting into politics. Okay, that's good for me. I think that's good. Like one of the posts I made this week on Facebook is that what if anyone who is vying for public office must have created something valuable in society. Because a lot of politicians have never done anything. They have never done anything. They're good at talking. They come up with so many ideas that sounds fantastic, and they go out there and say it to people, and the people just say, yeah, let's do it. But they don't know how things work in reality. They have never created anything of value. So they don't know how difficult it is to create things. So people, for me, the more business people get into politics, successful business people get into politics, the better for us if they succeed. But I digress. So, for us to be able to get these people who can create this environment that will be energized for entrepreneurship, the voters need to know who they are, need to know what political parties can do this. And that means our parties need to have clear philosophies, ideologies. And this is a problem right now in Nigeria. Our current political parties don't have clear ideologies. The PDP, APC, and the current Labour Party cannot be clearly distinguished. This is what they believe. And that is why we have so many people cross-carpeting. One day they are in PDP, next month they are in APC, in 2 months they have run away to Labour. Because those parties do not have clear ideologies, and those politicians do not have clear ideologies. So, let's just think about it. Why is it important for political ideologies to be clear? Let's think about this. Let's even go to ChatGPT and see what it says about it. Okay, so I've asked it to give me the pros and cons about political ideologies. Okay, so it says ideology in party politics is a double-edged sword. It can give political life structure and clarity, but it can also lock societies into rigid thinking. Okay. So let's see the pros. It says clarity and direction. Ideology gives parties a clear framework, principles, and values, helping citizens understand what they stand for. And that's something we don't have right now. Example, a party that consistently promotes free market versus one that consistently promotes social welfare. Okay, that's it. 2, mobilizing citizens. Okay, shared beliefs inspire loyalty and mass participation. Okay, see, and look at that's something we have problems with, because our current politics doesn't have clear ideologies. People don't know where they stand. Okay. 3, policy consistency. It's a valid ideology. Ideological parties learned to produce more coherent policies instead of ad hoc decisions. And that's what is going on in Nigeria. Okay? Since the beginning of the Fourth Republic in 1999, okay, our parties have been going from here to here to here to here. There has not been a consistent drive. Okay? And whenever it's time for elections, we need to wait to see where a particular individual that you like is, if he's in PDP or he has joined APC. I mean, it will help us build what we actually want. For accountability, citizens can judge whether a party has lived up to its declared principles, rather than only personalities or tribal affiliation. Exactly what is going on in Nigeria. Okay. 5, healthy debate. Very good. Competing ideologies, left versus right, progressive versus conservative, create structured debates about the best direction for society. Okay, let's look at the cons. It says, 1, rigidity and dogmatism. That's true. Parties may stick to ideology even when evidence shows it's failing. That's true. 2, polarization. Ideological division can harden into us versus them. That's true. Making compromise and practical governance difficult. That is very, very true. 3, overshadowing local realities. Okay, that's true. Imported ideologies, e.g., Marxism, neoliberalism, may not fit local cultures or economics, leading to poor outcomes. Very good. 4, manipulation by elites. Okay. Politicians may use ideology as a cover for personal or ethnic power struggles. Yep. Neglect of pragmatism. Okay. Overemphasis on ideology can lead to ignoring practical solutions that don't neatly fit left or right. That's true. Okay, that is very true. Okay, that is very, very true. Now, having seen this, what do you think? Do you think this era where nobody knows where anybody stands, not the politicians or the political parties stand, is good for us? I don't think so. Because for the last 25 years, we have not done as much as we could have done. The first 10 years was, in fact, I can clearly say, in this Fourth Republic, the first 10 years has been the most successful. The time when President Olusegun Obasanjo was the president was the most successful time. Since then, everything has gone downhill. And if we continue going on this route, our politicians constantly changing parties, the parties constantly changing where they stand on things. We cannot build a society where we don't know where our leaders stand. We don't know what policies they're going to drive. In fact, I can say this. Our politicians have only one ideology. All of them have only one ideology. See, this ideology is not in accordance to our culture, our values as Africans. And this ideology is this: me. It's about me. It's selfish, personal power struggle. That's it. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and put your comments, and let's discuss these things. Take care.